Hey everybody, this is lesson 8.1, graphing linear inequalities. So just as a refresher, let's talk about graphing inequalities real fast. So if I had something like 2y plus 1 is less than or equal to 7, and I wanted to solve this for y, the first thing I'm going to do is subtract 1 from both sides. That gives me 2y is less than or equal to 7 minus 1, which is 6. Remember, I solve it just like a normal equation. So now I'm going to divide by 2. And that leaves me with y is less than or equal to 3. Now, if this had been a -2, if I divided by -2, remember I would have to flip my inequality sign. But in this case, I don't have to do that because I divided by positive. So to graph this guy, I would do 3 in the middle, have 4, we got 2 down here. Is this going to be an open or closed circle at 3? Well, since it's an equal to, it'll be a closed circle. And do I want the values less than 3 or greater than 3? I want the values less than 3. Y is less than 3. So I'm going to shade on the left-hand side, and that's my inequality. Now, what happens if I have an inequality that has two variables? This is when I have the linear inequalities. So to do this, I'm going to solve it just like I would if I was going to graph a normal linear equation, a normal line. I'm going to solve for y. So to solve for y, I need to move the 2x to the other side. So we're going to subtract 2x. That's going to give me y is less than or equal to -2x plus 7. All right. Now, what do you guys know about this equation here? What does this -2 tell me? Well, the -2 is my slope. Specifically, my slope is -2 over 1. And what's that, 7? That's right, that's my y-intercept. So B is 7. So to graph this, I'm going to graph it just as if it was a normal equation. I'm going to find 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on my y-axis. Then I'm going to go down 2 to the right 1 because my slope is down 2 over 1. Now, because this is an or equal to, I'm going to do a solid line. I've got a straight edge with me. My straight edge is a note card I'm using here on my computer. Maybe if I can not touch anything while I do it. Oop. Didn't get it. Let's try one more time. There we go. Now I have my straight edge, my straight line there. And I also, because this is an inequality, I have to do some shading, remember? So just like this, let me jump back real fast. Sorry, guys. Just like here, I've got a closed circle because this is an or equal to. I have a solid line because this is or equal to. And I know my line isn't perfectly straight. You guys can do a lot better when you've got a piece of paper in front of you. Now I have to do shading. So to do the shading, we're going to do a test value. And the easiest test value to do is 0, 0. So what I mean by a test value is I'm going to take and plug 0, 0 in for my equation. So up on the top, I've got 0 is less than or equal to -2 times 0 plus 7. -2 times 0 is 0 plus 7 would be 7. So 0 is less than or equal to 7. Is this true? Yes. This is true. So because this is true, I'm going to shade where my test value is at. I'm going to shade this part of my graph. All right? And that's how we graph linear inequalities.